faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman involved. What was once chaotic becomes more ordered.
Starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis that the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Damn.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me. You're not listening. It's your only bloody job.
Okay.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind,
Doctor.
let's not keep the pace. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late.
Doctor,
And
you're
after all
late.
those and after all those promises, never mind.
Act 1. Who are you?
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show that we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first.
Ooh,
but I'm
Mariana.
sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
No.
What the fuck?
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
What's wrong with you?
It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
What the fuck? Why purgatory? Oh.
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. The Doctor. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday, Monday, Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward. Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway. I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
Okay, that don't... Why does nothing
Sometimes
change?
it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or the weather will be less bleak. Or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event to change. Like a murder. I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. But when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her.
Damn.
That was 5 years ago. Been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now. I haven't had any relationships since then. I don't have anything to say. As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday. I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's got. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor? I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around, and I trust you.
Fuck you. Who is Hannah?
My fiancée. My childhood sweetheart. We met at secondary school. She was head girl, I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her. I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again. Sorry, it's Warcraft? We spent a lot of time on there.
The fuck?
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up? I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself. He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
You played Warcraft with Hannah?
We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life.
Why are you grinding life?
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
I don't think I'm supposed to jump around.
57.
Damn!
Kidding. Just if you spent a whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go, you'd have achieved nothing.
Why wasn't he a builder anymore?
No, I can't move backwards any more than a day. I don't really seem to control it. It's generally always on. I have to try and change something to move forward.
I don't think...
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch on.
Okay, I gotta... You mentioned the montage. Oh, here we go.
I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch on.
You're on sleeping tablets?
Dr. Dekker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through to a whole new day. I didn't. I don't have an answer to that question, as always.
Fuck. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay, I think I'm done with him. Okay. Damn!
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are. I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Dr. Dekker could really get inside you. It was, unsettling. If you let him do it, part of the process, I guess. That's what Dr. Dekker would say.
Fuck it.
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
What's wrong with that?
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Yeah. Do you often black out? Oh, tell me about the beach.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all the sights.
Mm-hmm.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out. Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly?
The fuck?
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are. I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath. I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
Well, yeah.
Cool. I dance to anything with a beat. I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Maybe dancing causes your blackouts.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts? No, I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today?
No, bitch, it's not. Maybe alcohol causes your blackouts?
I don't drink.
Oh, bullshit. Sure you don't.
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
Let's see.
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach.
They're graphics.
I want to remember those entire evenings.
What the fuck?
You suggest anything that might help?
Have you tried to film your blackouts?
I film myself doing, lots of things. It's not so easy to do when you're blacked out.
This bitch is on something.
Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens? So, it's a date then. I'll let you know when.
Are you flirting with me?
Wow. Let's get straight to it then. I'm not sure I feel comfortable speaking with you about that at the moment. I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked.
What? Damn.
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun.
What?
It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
What?
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a cake or something? I guess people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent exposure.
Bitch. Okay. Why do you hold your breath so much?
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why. Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
Okay.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Doctor.
Oh. Okay. How does this all make you feel?
Like you're not listening.
Oh, fuck you. Yes, I am.
I love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's gonna kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor?
You're addicted to something.
Thought so when I first saw you. We should get on great.
Ah, okay. No, I already... Lose weight, stop smoking, exercise more, something must apply. Somewhere... Mariana's been through a lot. Wonder how... Should follow this up. Let's talk to this bitch. Who are you?
I'm 25 and I'm a nurse.
A nurse?
It's like I'm on one of those dating shows. I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way. I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
End-of-life care?
The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them. I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep? I wouldn't. I'd want to see every sunrise and every sunset. I'd want to feel every breath. Everything gets more vivid near death.
What the fuck?
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay.
Herbalist, not herbalist.
Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower.
What the fuck is valerian?
Temazepam, or zolpidem. I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much. I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Ask me something else. It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
Are you lying about being stressed?
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
I should have asked her to tell me about Dr. Dekker.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems. Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone. He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They call me the Angel of Death because so many patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it. Seriously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way. 3 last month.
Damn.
3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
Who's Hilda?
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me though. I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
No shit.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Does she enjoy it when her patients die? What the fuck? Ah, okay. See, who are you?
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor. Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness. The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him.
Why are you here?
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies.
Fuck yeah, you're a psycho.
Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it? I don't have anything to say about it.
I should ask her about being delusional. Okay.
Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Bullshit. Hey.
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Tell me about your violent outbursts.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Damn, you bitch.
Shocking, isn't it?
Jesus. Why did you stab him?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
Yeah.
there was only one violent outburst that hardly qualifies as a history of violence, and he provoked me. Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies.
Oh, I already asked that question, son of a
and
bitch.
history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it? Because he is here.
Oh, I skipped something. Shit.
Lucky to be alive. He almost died.
How did he almost die?
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now. His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore. Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk.
Tell me about caring for him.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anyone to care for him.
Okay, bitch.
I tried to hurt David once.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behavior, but I was very angry.
Very angry.
It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved.
Sure they should have.
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control.
Sit your ass down.
Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money. And I'm fairly sure my time is up. David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
Who is David?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband. Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
Oh.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only
Because you are.
talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor. I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal? That's disappointing. Don't you want to try to make me better?
Yes.
Dr. Dekker gave it a shot in his own way. I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
What? Okay. Ah, she's done, so I gotta talk to this dude.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
Yes, I know Dr. Dekker. Shit.
How well did you really know him? I hope you're nothing like him.
What's your problem?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
Okay, you Justin Bieber looking wannabe.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
The extra hour. What is it? What extra hour?
At midnight each day. Time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
What does he think of Dekker? Okay.
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
Damn. That's dark.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy
Mechanical diggers? What?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
Oh.
People are dying quicker than we can bury them.
A grave digger? Okay.
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone. Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists, but they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
What does he do at the in the midnight hour? In the midnight hour!
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now.
Ask him, how did he die? How did you die?
I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours
Oh,
is
his blessing for me.
But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor? I don't have anything for you.
What the fuck?
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway. I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, not anymore.
Oh, whoa.
There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think? Then we disagree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely that they've all got it wrong than one of them has it right.
Has it?
Opinion.
Let's have fun.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Oh, shit.
In the extra hours, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
Do you like chess?
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
Why does he think Dr. Dekker will kill himself?
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Kel Surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine. I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end. He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways.
Yeah, you might have.
You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we? Is that something I should know about?
What the fuck? Crash, you should ask someone else a question. Now what? I have nobody else to ask a question. What's wrong with him now? There's no more questions. I ask them all. Yeah. So now what?
I'm on temazepam. Dr. Dekker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through to a whole new day. I didn't.
Son of a...
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off.
Oh, next day, okay.
Oh, Doctor.
Ooh.
Glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Yeah, we can catch up. Java. Jaya. How the fuck do you say her name?
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered. I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10.
Damn.
For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Who is Ben?
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell. The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
I feel like this is pre-recorded.
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor? And you barely know me. I'm flattered. They did mention I needed grief counselling though, and I said, you'd sort me out. I know you haven't agreed, but just so you know, it's very kind of you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yay.
Yes. Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night.
Yeah, it's fun.
In his office. In your office. Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre. Whichever's more you.
The fuck?
Sorry, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Damn.
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when. I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry. That's a new chair.
Yeah, that's a new chair. Oof. Why was Dr. Dekker working late? Okay,
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting. I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job. All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
Jaya.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Damn, she's a bitch.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names. But they're not names of anyone I know.
Okay. Looks like I gotta move on to the next day. Yes.
I'm having a loop day.
Oh, that's motherfucker.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
No. He asked if it would be funny if we got stuck in a loop day. I should answer yes or no.
I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping.
Damn it! What happened? Did I fail? Oh, I gotta go to the next day because he left. Fuck.
I'm having a loop day.
Oh, this...
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again? I suppose you did remember that yesterday.
Oh yeah, I did fail because...
Can you remember where I met Hannah? Wow. Memory like a sieve, eh, Doctor?
Eh? Are you Canadian?
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but... I've got a pill.
What pill?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor? You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again.
Oh, damn it! He left again. Oh my god.
I'm having a loop day.
I'm gonna get this.
It's a...
We went through this, so I can skip.
Well done. Yeah. I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here?
What
Are
the
you
hell
reliving
is
my days?
going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Some kind of sim theory.
I don't know how to spell it.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for. It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation, and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone, somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Ah, damn it. Ay.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Oh.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
What's going on here?
Dancing.
You
Oh,
get this day over and over.
Alba.
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
And
Is that it for today?
Act 2. Valentine's Day. Okay, we'll do one more act. Why not?
Deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Well, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away.
Evidence added, okay.
Well, come find me if you need anything.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. But it does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
How are you today?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
Damn.
I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are part
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Why did you burn Hannah's clothes?
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. Just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. And I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor? If you like winter, you're supposed to be hard-working and analytical. I suppose that increases my chances of you curing my problem. I don't think winter was Hannah's favourite season. Not colourful enough.
Oh.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said they'd uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really.
An octopus.
Well, do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder?
Yes, I do.
Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Yes, I do think you have something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. That's even a thing.
What does he mean that Dekker cursed him? He cursed you?
Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor? I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs.
No.
I'm in Dropbox, anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best? Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves. Forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Whoa.
We walk alone without our angel.
Are you religious?
I'm not religious.
Oh,
but when I
fuck
read
you.
Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone. I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else? Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that. I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect. I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most of her would enjoy me talking about my dead ex. It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of an ocean. She's dead.
Oh,
Thanks
damn.
for bringing that up.
Jesus. How did your mother die? Oh. Fine, I'll ask. Ooh. Ask her a question then.
I was with Dr. Dekker until about 9 o'clock. I remember getting an Uber.
It
was expensive, and the driver was annoying. I saw one of your patients, actually, the nurse, when we drove by the pier. She was with someone. I don't think she saw me.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts. New
Yay!
doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it? I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them. I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it. You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts.
Yeah?
We went out for drinks.
Whoa.
Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Okay. The fuck is she doing? How is she persuasive?
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly.
You're not, though.
But I think I have a nice smile.
Thought Mariana said she didn't drink.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison. I don't drink, only sometimes, like a social drinker. Like a social smoker. They don't smoke either.
Oh.
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry.
Whoa,
Doctor.
Jesus.
I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late. Well, just let me know.
Okay, then. Intimate secrets.
You like to know. Is our session up now?
No, it's not. What the fuck?
It was Valentine's Day. I drink on special occasions. We went out for Valentine's Day. Neither of us had dates, so I just suggested we go out together. You know, rather than just sit in with nothing to do. He'd been acting a bit strange anyway, and I thought he could do with a break.
New doctor, new hope. Hope for what?
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Whoa.
Yeah, the Uber driver also fished down by the sea. He said he'd seen me lots of times after I washed up. And he told me that I had a great body.
Well, 'cause you do.
I need to get home. People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
Oh, bullshit.
I have no idea. I just went home. I guess he probably came back here if that's where they found him. I don't know anything else about the driver. I've forgotten him already.
Aww. Why?
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
Hell yeah.
Well, you have my number, Doctor, and my address. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together if you want to.
Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's new people here, so let's talk to Eileen.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to. It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home, alone. I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to, if you think I need an alibi. Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
I can't.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse. Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late. This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died. I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
There are trinkets.
All of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket? Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much. Help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way. Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
You don't have any talent.
I can change my skin.
What the fuck?
What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them.
Oh, you're a crazy bitch.
It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them. I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought Mariana said she didn't drink. Maybe Java should check in it. Decided it started with the locket. What else? Did she ever date Dr. Dekker?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type. I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Damn! That's cold. That is cold.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him. Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
Oh, some kind of what?
Healthcare serial killer.
Oh.
You know, like those nurses that kill those of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Actually got a legit answer. Holy shit.
Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill those of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off. I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light, or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy
changes.
It sounds silly when I put it into words. Oh, I sound like my mum.
Okay, let's talk to Claire.
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
Now I know what to do when I run out of
Dr. Dekker made
people
me
to talk
offer that I
to.
couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he. It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died. I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick. They died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Damn.
I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too. I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children. But she seemed different. Special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
No, you're not.
I know. I shouldn't have talked to her. It was dangerous. David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house. Animal skins. David hunts then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice. David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing. Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
I wonder if the key is significant. What the fuck?
Yes. I suppose I always will. It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan anyway. I had to toughen up quickly. I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
These people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Oh, you were watching them all right.
He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens. I don't know anything about that. Perhaps you should be taking more notes.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me. I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the woods. I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
Okay, next. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's this Justin
Valentine's
Bieber.
Day at the anyway.
I'm just having fun.
They had a display with the theme Love
Conquers all.
I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done. There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
This game is fun though.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground? I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back. And the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
Another picture. Oh shit. I gotta... Bryce asked what I could do if I had an extra hour. Maybe I should... blah blah.
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway.
Would I go to a fairground if I had an extra hour?
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
Fuck off.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked.
What?
For 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
A pervert?
Nope. I've got nothing. I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like.
No. He won't answer that.
That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yeah, that is wrong.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
The bloody? I think that means the damn Dr. Dekker.
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here.
What the fuck?
I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything. Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed. He was easily distracted during the sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice... I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is? No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Is he pregnant? What the fuck?
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay. But when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things. I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground.
Damn.
Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
I'm supposed to be asking the questions here.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think.
Oh god, here we go. The fuck? The fuck is a square?
I don't have anything to say to that.
Nothing, of course.
Oh.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address it. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world with
Yeah, I know.
something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman involved. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. Do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too...
Okay.
If you're buried, people can bring you back. You don't want to see people when they come back. Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you. Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway. That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me.
Oh, what the hell? There's no such
Your
thing.
patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir. He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend. It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. And I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there.
Okay. Ooh, she's new.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker? Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you? We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours. There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I've seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and looking down here instead of up.
Okay.
Ouch.
Ow.
I didn't really know it that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now. When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film. Like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting... They watch me. Normally disapprovingly. Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art.
Do you like sex? No, my God.
Yes, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings. Like I said, they move for me. When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop. I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray. I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
The fuck? What did Dorian say?
Ugly. That I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
Fuck it. Fuck it, here we go.
I don't really have anything to say about that.
Damn it.
I suppose I did ask. But that's really what you think? That's the kind of thing Dr. Dekker would say.
I should ask Jasmine how she felt about Dekker.
He was shy. And then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it. Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
Ooh, why?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money.
Why did you get arrested?
Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her. My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that.
Okay.
Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a...
It looked like a replay.
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. There's nothing to do with Petra. No. Why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance. I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
What tablets?
The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time. Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this? Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
Lacey, I've never seen her. Ooh.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then? I'm not really sure about that. Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch. It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. They want their friends, but that's up to them, living in bubbles.
Yeah.
But Agnes. Poor Agnes. She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth. I was at Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life? Keep them safe. You never know who's going to come knocking on your door.
Oh, gee, she's crazy. This bitch is crazy.
It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. She said she was selling double glazing.
A Jehovah.
No, I didn't answer the door. That's not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Or Agnes. She let her right into her house. I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face. And Agnes just fell to the floor. A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes. I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either. I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they? What? That can't be possible. Is that true? Why don't I know about it then? When was this then? Is she alive? Her useless husband is? Don't know much about him, other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet.
You might as well be.
He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that's stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd... No. He's a weaselly little man. He spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing. What a thing to say! Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer.
Not a killer.
Unless...
Unless what?
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think... I need to call the police. I need to call them now. But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you. Please, could you call them, Doctor? Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you. Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady? He said that I leech thoughts from people, suck them right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway? Sorry, I've not heard anything about that. Why did you guess that, Doctor? Because I've got time on my hands. Enough time to worry and protect my neighbours with a neighbourhood watch scheme. You're wrong. I'll remember that.
Okay, last person. Ooh, my assistants.
Hey you, thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it though. So, should I get a solicitor or shall we try and talk it out with him? I think we should get a solicitor. I know the perfect firm. I'll do it all, don't worry about it. And that's why we've got insurance for these kinds of things anyway. But the cheek of it. I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Shit. Shit.
Very interesting that you asked me that. It's not something I can answer.
Damn, fuck you.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be.
Snort crack.
His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you'd fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay, I'll ask you then.
I think you might be barking up the wrong tree there.
You said ask you.
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
Damn. I can't.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Damn.
I've got no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
Damn it.
Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Ah.
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
I'm starting to believe you.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Oh.
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby. Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute.
Damn.
Can you guess what happened? He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye. I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. Here, gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it? Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. It's sad, but doctors come and go and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that. Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that? On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange. I don't know about that, Doctor. We'd worked late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order. Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters. Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I'll find those referral letters. He was sure there was a pattern in them. So you watched the tapes. Ah, gold star for you. She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
Damn.
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates. But Dr. Dekker didn't introduce them. I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. It's smashed.
Okay. Now we can go to the next day.
Hunts.
I can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did phone
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
I'll continue this
Doctor,
next time.
You surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates. Did I ever mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah, it's not something you drop politely into a conversation. He's been doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about a patient you're seeing today, Claire. I'll put them both on the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way. It's really been helping, you know, I'm so glad you're here.
Act 3 spiked. I'm okay.